Well, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Encumbered Dark Souls. Got a Taco Bell ad. Glad I get good ads on Jack streams. Hey Deus, welcome in. I wish I got free Taco Bell for streaming. That would be rad. I thought it was you, Quinn. I did get slightly confused by the name change. Can you talk us through it? What does it mean? Is it pronounced Acshi? Actii? If we're going Latin? I don't know if we're going Latin. Hefty Hugh. Here he is, your friend of mine. Ready to take on some more of Lothric's baddies. So tonight's goal is the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Warhammer reference. Akshi. Yes, I did ask how it was pronounced, yeah. Akshi. Yeah, I was right. Cool. Akshi. I know almost nothing about Warhammer. The main thing that I know about Warhammer, and when I tell you this, it will explain why I know nothing else about Warhammer, is that the miniatures are really expensive. I learned that when I was quite young, and some of my friends were into Warhammer, and basically I was priced out of that hobby because I ain't got that kind of money. That's all I know. And there's something about an emperor at some stage, I don't know. Hey Tom, welcome in. Yes, we've got Dark Souls 3 as usual. Hefty Hugh is coming for you. The guy at the Warhammer store straight up told me, yeah, it's expensive, but so are cars and people do that. And that inspired me to lose all my money. Wow, okay, I mean, that is definitely a perspective. I mean, for me, I own a car because I need to own a car, not because it's a hobby of mine to own a car. You know what's a cheap hobby? Dark Souls 3. Well, exactly. Because I can tell you exclusively now, dear viewers, that I have paid, I would say, a grand total of less than £30 to enjoy Dark Souls 3. That's including its DLCs on 2 systems. So yeah, very cost effective hobby. How am I? I'm good. I'm alright actually. Been a decent sort of day and I'm excited to be back playing some more Dark Souls 3. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Deus. There's lots of people in the world who can't afford a car and would really like one.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please.
So it's a privilege. It's one of those. I think I heard a stat once that if you own a car, then you're in something like the top 5% wealthiest people in the world. Which I don't know if that's accurate, but if it is, that says a lot about the wealth disparity across the globe. You paid full price twice, Tom. Well, do you know what? You still weren't ripped off. This is a phenomenal game. Yeah, to be fair, Quinn, knowing that you've just moved to NYC, owning a car in somewhere like that just seems like a bad idea generally. There she is. Now this is one of those that it could go better than I expect. My usual strategy is to just stand by her right leg and I've never once tried this fight just kind of face tanking everything, but so far it's working alright for me. Okay, hey Clay. Oh my days, right. Oh, hello. How can you dance with all that weight? You can't. So, that's how that goes on the first attempt. I've really only got one gold pine resin. Okay. So the trouble comes in that second phase when she just pulls out all of these really fast combos. And then your stamina is gone and you get poise broken and bad things begin to transpire. But still feels very doable, doesn't it? Hello, Mr. Lothric Knight. Yeah, you're right. I didn't do too badly on that first attempt. I forgot to make a mental note of how much damage I was doing with each hit, because I'm going to try coming in with the gold pine resin. Now really, you want to be using human pine resin. Oh my days, am I stuck in the door? Wow. Okay, that's definitely better. Right, can't avoid the grab attack. Also very slow to get up. Ouch. Wow, I got away with that slightly. Okay, I actually think I did less damage with the resin on. Just going to keep the old health topped up. Ouch. Last heal. Come on, get up, Hugh, get up. You've got attacks to do. Boom. Carthus Rouge, maybe. Yeah, could have done, actually. I said human pine resin going in because she's weak to dark damage. But that went pretty well. Jeez, easy, yeah. This is why America has extra wide doors. Oh, I love it. And the George Michael reference as well. She's never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Yeah. Exactly that. So, we've got enough souls for a couple of levels.
Welcome, speak. Very well then taken.
Can't remember what I was putting them in. Health, that's what I was doing. Health. I recall the first time I fought the dancer, I got it pretty good the first attempt and thought this will be easy. Well, easy took like 20 attempts. Yeah. See, I had this kind of, what I'd like to say, healthy fear of the dancer when I first played this game, because people said, you know, she was one of those bosses that people talked about. It's like, oh yeah, watch out for the dancer of the Boreal Valley. And I think because I played first time around, I played it in co-op with Tom and one of our other friends. So we did it fairly easily. It wasn't really until I did a Soul Level 1 run that I really hit some rough patches against the dancer, and that nearly roadblocked my SL1 run. Because the dancer is the blockage for the most you can upgrade a weapon before the dancer is to +7, and so I'd done that. I got my +7 broadsword, and I just could not beat her. And I was thinking, I need more damage, but all of the other Titanite is locked behind this boss. And Tom was on party chat with me for most of the time when I was fighting her, so he probably remembers the the frustration. But eventually, I got it. Yeah, you remember salt. There was a fair amount of salt coming through there. So we're going to pop into the Consumed King's Garden just to get the Estus Shard, pretty much. I want to go into Lothric Castle tonight, and I've said all along that this is an any percent run. I'm not promising that I'm going to do 100% bosses in the base game or anything like that. We'll see how we get on. It might be that I decide to attempt them if we're still having fun, but I also know what I've got lined up next. So I'll just leave that hanging there. Yeah, just first attempt going well and then the rest of them really not. That's fairly normal, I've found, for a Souls boss. Like, I've had a lot of those type battles in the past. Oh dear. The game has frozen. Yeah, exactly, Deus. I did not want to kick him. Alright, okay, if you're going to buff, I'm going to run forward and completely miss that. I couldn't handle the punch. Too fat even for the PC, yeah. Hefty Hugh is too hefty for his own good. Yes, like you were saying, Deus, I can always go back for the optional stuff later on. it does depend entirely on how much fun we're still having. But there's some things that I think will be a nightmare with Hefty Hugh. I think it'd be difficult to do the ancient wyvern, just because even getting to the first part of that runaround, I probably will get flame breathed quite a lot of times. And then of course you've got to be a lot slower getting through that whole gauntlet, kill everything on the way instead of just running past. So that could be more problematic than you'd think. Oh, the 3 guys before the twin princes might be fun as well, or super easy. Yeah, I think that's one of those where just Hefty Hugh's ability to pancake everything might come into play really nicely. This will end up being probably the only time ever that I will clear out the gank bridge on the way to the twin princes. So, of course, I'll never do that normally, but yeah. Hey Emma. It's going alright so far, the old Encumbered situation. Just ignore this fella, he's mad for some reason. Oh my goodness, you see that damage? Right. Time to go all out. No. You should not be using your shield, that's not fair. Hey, stop it. Right, I need to kill the squishy one, because he keeps healing and buffing Mr. Knight over here. Okay, that did not help me. You feel more and more like Hefty Hugh every day. Well, I'm sure, Emma, that you will continue to move with far more grace and poise than Hefty Hugh does. Although, granted, for Hefty Hugh, he does have a lot of poise. But that just shows how much I believe in you. Normally I just run until the elevator, come back and stab them in the back. Yes. That's normally what I do on that bridge as well. But that is not going to be an option. You definitely waddle. Well, how about if I cover Hugh in rocks? Does that help at all? Right, new plan. Stealthy Hugh. Oh no, my rock buff wore off and it attracted the attention of... Oh, it didn't. We're past the first hurdle. He is the stealthiest hefty boy in all the land. Why do you have so much health? It's not fair that you are so tanky. Right, so the problem I've got then is that because these lads keep getting healed, I can't kill them until I've dealt with their healer up here. Can't even get to him because they're busy. Right, stop it, all of you. No, no, stop. Ah. Right. We've got problems. But have we got solutions? Ah, yes. White branch. I don't have one, but I could get one, probably. It's definitely worth a try, isn't it? I love how Deus keeps reminding me that that's even a thing. Always fun to watch, yeah. Hefty Hugh transforming into a piece of scenery. Right. First of all, let's see. Does she even sell them? She does. Let's sell some souls. Get some resin as well while we're here. And let's see how the young white branch does. And if this doesn't work, then, well, we're going to have to come up with some other plan because there is no other way forward. Okay, so here's my little thought. Because I was able to stealth my way past these guys. I'm going to do that again. And then I'll pop the young white branch once I'm through. This is a fantastic Dark Souls 3 speedrun. Well, slow is still a speed, isn't it? So, yeah. I'm going to say this counts. Right, please don't aggro to me. Okay. Okay. I'm just a chair. A normal chair going up the stairs. No, I'm not a chair. I'm just a man healing. No. Okay. Quinn suggested a challenge run, Dark Souls 3 chair run. I'm going to level with you guys. I forgot to turn off that that thing where you suggest stuff for the next run. That was there for the for choosing this, actually. So I should probably turn that off. Yeah, Quinn, stop spamming that. I'm not doing it. Dark Souls 2 over Encumbered run. Ridiculous. I wonder if anybody can guess what my new plan might be. I've never played Dark Souls 2 and have no intention, so I don't know what I'm saying. My plan is not poison, no. Here comes the giant enemy crab. I think Jack will stay away from 2 unless 2 is done together with 700 people in seamless co-op. I mean, that would be a fun stream series, wouldn't it? Of just kind of using the seamless co-op mod, and chat does co-op with me. I mean, I don't think I'm going to do that, but I could see that potentially being fun. So my plan here is very simple, but it might potentially be problematic if it turns out I can't do it. In Seamus Carb, you'd be up for it. To be fair, the worst element of Dark Souls 2 co-op is the fact that it is not seamless. I was about to say the worst element of Dark Souls 2 is the co-op, but that's just not true. Yeah, nothing is seamless in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, that is true.
Well, what do you... This is my view. How you and should never... You have your own methods. Don't let it be on your unkindled. Nothing. It is either and be on your way or unkindled.
Oh, my plan's not going to work. I'm not smart enough. Oh, that's upsetting. Not enough intelligence, indeed. Right. I feel like you need 10. I think it's 10 intelligence. So, 6 more points. Right, okay. Just before I waste any more time on this, let's just check this. Because otherwise it's a wasted journey. So my plan is to recruit Orbeck and buy from him... Oh yeah, I just need 10 intelligence, or the Scholar Ring, which is in the Grand Archive, so I can't get that. So I want to recruit Orbeck and buy from him the Sorcery Spook, which will... Oh, and Hidden Body. That's my little plan.
Ashen 1.
So we're going to put 1 point into intelligence.
Then hidden. Farewell, Ashen 1.
And then we're going back to Orbeck. So for those that are unfamiliar with Dark Souls 3, the 2 spells that I just mentioned, Chameleon and Spook, or Hidden Body rather, and Spook. Hidden Body makes you semi-invisible. It's not like a complete invisibility spell, otherwise that would just be too broken. But it does make you semi-invisible, which could be really helpful in this situation. And Spook makes you tread lightly, so your footsteps are less likely to attract the attention of enemies. Yeah, Rapport would be a good one, actually. That is a pyromancy, and I can't remember where you get it either. Does this Spook and Hidden Body need 15 intelligence? Okay. Well, we'll get Orbeck anyway, since we're here. I also probably need a scroll of some kind to get it. Tell you what, while Hugh is on his way there, let's just check on... No, I don't want to join the Extra Life Discord. This is what I get for trying to do things one-handed. Rapport needs 15. Okay. Well, if Hidden Body and Spook don't, then I'll be a happy man. Let's see. Rapport requires 15 intelligence. That is true, and it's purchased from Carla after giving her the Kolan Pyromancy Tome. Okay, we didn't bother to rescue Carla because...
Very well. Indeed, however, what so you that in the well,
couldn't be bothered.
very beyond I am uncle.
There we go. So, time to go and have another little chat with Orbeck and probably discover that I can't use either of those spells yet for some reason. Yeah, Hidden Body requires 15 intelligence as well. And the Golden Scroll.
Oh, you're back then. Again, I'm Orbeck of Predator.
Right. So we can buy Spook. That requires just 10. Okay. What else can we buy? Nothing else that's useful.
Come again.
So the Golden Scroll, not that I can use that spell, but the Golden Scroll is at Farron Keep. Oh yeah, it's in that cave thing. I don't think that that's going to be a goer, is it? But if I buy a staff from the shop here, then I can attune Spook and see if that plus a young white branch might work.
Ashen 1.
Do you know what? I already had a sorcerer's staff in my pocket. I'm so clever. Aren't I just? Alright. Let's try this again. Everyone feeling confident? I know I'm not. Well, it definitely helps with the footsteps. I don't know if this is going to help in any way with the young white branch because I wasn't actually making any sound then. Let's just try if I wait until he's gone. I don't know how long the effects of this last. Yeah, you go down there. Are you coming down all the way as well? Because if you are, that would be lovely. Yes. Please say that did not attract the attention of those lads. Yeah, definitely the Metal Gear Solid approach. And it seems to have worked. I have no idea if Spook actually helped at all then, or if it was just me being slightly more patient and waiting for them that did the trick, but either way, we're through. And you never know, spook might come in handy at another point, maybe. Yeah, nothing suspicious about the box moving along the corridor. Nothing at all. Happy days. We're through to the next round. Now I think there are some titanite scales knocking about in this here castle. I know there's a lot of titanite chunks. This would be Prince Lothric's stuff. Yeah. I just want to look and see where are the titanite scales because I need them. Do. Oh, there's 3 in the garden. Okay, that's worth knowing. 10 in Lothric Castle. Okay, but none immediately now. Okay. This, I believe, is some chunks that I don't need, but I'm going to pick up anyway because it's me. Come on. If I see a shiny, I'm guns to pick it up. I'm gunster. Okay. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Yeah. Gotta be the worst tummy ache you've ever had, pal. It's always nice when you pull off a shield kick. That one hits so hard. But so do I. Okay, we're cooking on gas now. Hefty Hugh is practically flying through this area. Now I wonder if I can do my usual little exploit here. I guess we'll find out, eh? But because I think we're going to need it. So my usual exploit is that there's a particular route that you can take here, which means you can get through this little section without waking up the sleeping wyverns. Although, isn't it weird that there's only one wyvern? Where's the second one? So, for those who've not watched me do this before, you come over here to this knight and you run up his corpse like so. You run up his corpse. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's just see. Can we go? No. Alright. Gonna have to do this the hard way. Hello there, Mr. Wyvern. Oh, and there's the second one. Ah. See, I'm trying to get across to get the undead bone shard, but I guess we'll just have to leave that until after the wyverns are dead. But that right there was not a good sign for how this is going to go. Now, on a normal run, when you can actually run and jump and stuff, taking the route that I described before means you can get across here and the wyverns are not awake, which means when you get to the bit where you have to cross the courtyard, that's the moment when they wake up. So you can get across before they really even start breathing their fire. Now, as you can see, that has not been the reality for me this time. Which is a shame. I think we can all agree. I don't really think that having Spook active here is necessary, but I've done it anyway just because. It's Nightmare Bridge for you. Yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it? Nice little Titanite chunk. Well, more accurately, I lost 1,000,000 souls crossing the bridge. Wow, that's bad. Do you know what would really help me getting across here, actually, is if I had the pyromancy flash sweat. That would be really helpful. But before we do that, we're going to go down here because there is at least one Titanite scale in here next to this lad. No, I was healing. Not fair. Ooh, it's going to be one of those streams, isn't it? One of those streams where the progress is slow. So, Flash Sweat is a pyromancy. I could buy it from Cornix. Let's do that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we are now in Lothric Castle. That was the goal for the stream. So everything else from here on out is just a bonus, right? Right. I'm going to sell some stuff to get enough souls to buy Flash Sweat. I was really confused then about why I had a fire longsword, but that's what I started the run with, wasn't it? I need 2,000 souls, that's why I'm doing this. Selling everything that I don't think I'm going to use. Oh, I've got 2,000 souls, great. No, I did not mean to try and roll. Boing. This is always the fun of these runs though, isn't it? It's finding out what are the things that make it hard.
Yes.
Okay. Flash sweat.
Do not be gone for long. What is that?
I have no idea if this is actually going to help get through this, but what Flash Sweat does, and it should help, what it does is it increases your fire resistance by 30%. I'm also realising now that I have an Estus shard that I've not used yet, so I'm going to go do that. So you'd think, you know, increasing your fire resistance by 30% should help when you're walking through Breath of Fire, right? There's logic in that. And yet, somehow I just don't expect it to do much.
Ah, just wasn't it? Pretty be careful. I go.
Guess we'll find out, huh? There is a logic behind it, but this is also Dark Souls. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright, I was just getting back up the list of Titanite scales in the castle. Hey Zero, welcome in buddy. You've arrived in time for some absolutely thrilling gameplay. We are about to make Hefty Hugh sweat by placing some fire directly on his chest. Okay. Turns out that was unnecessary. Didn't even get damaged by the fire. Oh well. We carry on. Tomorrow comes and all that. Ow. Take that. I'm thinking maybe I should try and get across this courtyard and I'll come back for the Titanite scales that this Outrider Knight is guarding. Maybe that's a better thing to do. So let's sweat it up. And off we go. So far so good. Hey! Nice one, Hefty Hugh. I made it through the wilderness. Ouch. Somehow I made it through. Ouch. Stupid firebomb hollows. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. Yeah, it's not embarrassing at all having to use so many heals against these little guys. Not at all embarrassing for our Hefty Hugh. This is fine though. This will be okay. Exactly, yeah, don't know what you're talking about. Nothing wrong with this at all. Okay, we'll open the gate. And I'm going to go down and attempt to deal with the wyvern. I always feel better once I've got past that courtyard, because I know that this section is alright. The pyrotechnics on the stairs need some work, lads. Hi Jonesy. Welcome in, buddy. I'm going to get these Titanite scales, which are being guarded by the mimic. Not those Titanite scales. These Titanite scales. Okay, he's munching on me. Ouch, don't kill you, don't you dare kill me. Oh my days, that spit is disgusting and very strong for some reason. Wow. But it's worth it for 3 Titanite scales. That mimic wants something off his chest. Yeah. Right, there's another Titanite scale out here. Guarded by these lads. Who are very, very weak to death, probably. But also, like, I'm wearing armour that's literally made of stone, and these lads have got tiny daggers. They're doing insane damage to me. Make it make sense, Miyazaki. Make it make sense. Okay, no more heals. That's fine. That's not a problem. They have daggers with bleed. Yeah, but how do you cut somebody when they're encased in stone? Just doesn't work, does it? Oh, okay. You run off the edge there. No worries, pal. Catch you when you get back up the ladder. There you are. Now, I have heard something. I don't know if this is true, but I guess we'll find out now. But I've heard that you can actually walk past this bus of man out onto the balcony. Mind you, if I was ever going to attempt it, Hefty Hugh is not the guy to do it with. Back away, back away. This is why we buy firebombs. Ouch. No, I don't want pine resin, I want it to heal. I don't think I ever feel confident during passive man enemies. No, same. Oh no, he's gonna... Right. I need to get out of dodge. That spit is very dangerous. Yeah, expert free aiming there. And now the courtyard is safe. Which makes me a happy boy. Let's see, any more? Okay. Never missed one. Yeah, exactly. It was fine. Fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to Homeward Bone back to the shrine. We're going to upgrade the Dragon Tooth as much as we possibly can. I think there's only one more upgrade available at the moment. I really hope I've got enough. I don't think I've got enough. I think I need 4 more. The good news is there are 4 more Titanite scales in Lothric Castle.
That is, wasn't it?
Yeah, I need 4 more.
Pretty be careful.
That's upsetting, but not unsurprising. So the next one's, there's a Titanite scale in the room, the chapel type thing, just before you go to the Dragon Slayer armor boss fight. And then there are 3 in the room where you can join the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant. Both of which are... They've got some fairly tricksy enemies in the way. But that's my new plan. Maybe by the end of the stream, hopefully before, but we can get a +4 Dragon Tooth. That's my little dream, you know, and it's good for people to have a dream. I mean, it's healthy. Does flash sweat occur when Hugh is like, phew, I just need a moment? Yeah, that's when he pulls out his stained handkerchief and just lifts up the visor, and, you know, that's that moment. Get the undead bone shard. And at this point it's actually quicker to Homeward Bone back to the bonfire and start again than it is to walk around. Lovely little stroll past the corpse of a wyvern. Oh, do you know what? I didn't get the Titanite scales down below where the Outrider Knight is. Let's go do that. And I'll have a lightning urn for reasons. Down, down, down we go. Look, there's my souls. Ah! Do you think it's time for another young white branch? Suicide run. Although I don't think it's going to actually distract him, is it? No, I think we just need to toughen up. There go my souls. Yeah, I don't think I had many souls in that room before. Now I've got 28,000 souls in there, which is almost a level. And that should concern me slightly. I'm okay, I think. Maybe. Guess we'll see, huh? So in terms of the compulsory stuff that's left in the game, we've got a decent chunk left, but also at the same time, it's not all that much. Oh, he hit me. Boo. So we've got Dragon Slayer armor, and then the Grand Archives. And then Twin Princes and Cinderboy. Which, when you say it like that, makes it sound like it's easy, there's hardly anything left. I'm going to be fine. But of course, each of those things could be very, very difficult. Hugh is that NPC speed where if you follow him, pushing the joystick fully is too fast, so you have to stop and go. Yes. Yes. He is exactly that. Oh no, if you whiff like that, Hugh, then that's not going to help us. Okay. Might just have to not do these scales and go for the ones in the Warrior of Sunlight room. It's kind of a trade-off between what's going to be harder to deal with, that Outrider Knight or the Lothric Knight that's guarding the way to the Warriors of Sunlight room. Plus, you know, all of the lads on the roof beforehand. I think even getting through this next room is going to be interesting. These Lothric Knights hit very, very hard, especially once they've buffed their swords like they do. And they've got those little priest fellas that are healing them the whole time. No, see, it's just It's not fair. It's not fair that you get healed like that. Right, okay, so your aggro drops off. Except if I throw a firebomb at you. Ah, wrong time to heal. It's so strong. They have even more poise than Hugh. Yeah. Doesn't that just suck? Like, I'm hitting them with the tooth of a dragon, and they've still got poise for days. They could just tank it. Meanwhile, I run out of stamina after just a few hits. Granted, I'm taking a huge penalty to my stamina because of the fact that I'm nearly 200% equip load. Yeah, 195%. That's crazy. But still, it's not fair. Oh look, I got my 0 souls back. No. No. It's healed him. That is not fair, Mr. Priest fella. Yeah, but basically I've got to just somehow get past this guy. And then deal with the fella behind him. There we go, right. It's Duo playing the beta version of Night Rain. Yeah. Okay. I'm a little bit stuck for ideas now. What else do we have? Just the dueling charm work, that kind of heal. I don't know. I mean, I could potentially try it, but I do only have the one of them. let's equip it. So we'll see. We're testing, we're learning stuff. We're also going to grab these shinies now, because I've walked past them about 3 times and it just feels wrong. Yeah, so if I throw a dueling charm, if I'm caught within its blast, then yeah, I also can't heal. That is definitely a thing. No, okay. Didn't even get to throw the thing. Oh wow, he just killed me with a punch. Welcome back, Emma. Got called away by a delivery, dogs, etc. Now, at first I read that comment as I got called away by delivery dogs, which I think there's a great business idea in there. I mean, maybe in certain parts of the world they have, instead of Deliveroo people riding a moped, they have a husky sled. But yeah, the idea of a dog that delivers you stuff, maybe it pulls a cart behind it and it's just independent, it doesn't need somebody there, just a dog with a little cart. I think there's something, you know. You could probably teach a dog to do stuff like that, maybe. So, didn't even get a chance to try my dueling charm, although the damage with the gold pine resin active was really good. So, I don't know, maybe I need to just go with the gold pine resin, but use 2-hand attacks. No. Ah, yeah. What's that? No. We could start trying to train our foster German Shepherd. Isn't that just a St. Bernard with the small keg? I don't know. Right, well, I think, Emma, that's your job now, is to work on training your foster German Shepherd to deliver parcels. And report back. Excellent. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep trying to do this ridiculous thing. Maybe my better bet is to just try and drag him away into this courtyard and get him far enough away from the guy that's buffing him that I can go one-on-one. Because I almost had him that one time. And isn't it just ridiculous that this is the situation that we're in? I'm having to come up with as many kind of strategies to beat this one guy as I would for a boss. Right, come on, back here now. Let's have a fight. No. I just don't have space to heal. I don't suppose you and the missus are interested in a really nice German Shepherd and figuring out how to get her across the Atlantic Ocean. No. This might shock you, some of you, but I am not a dog person. And while Mrs. Maracas sort of is a dog person, she's had dogs growing up, we're not pet people. Like, I like other people's pets, love seeing pictures of other people's pets, love going to visit other people's pets, but yeah, our lifestyle just does not fit with having an animal in the house that needs looking after. We have our hands full looking after the two small human beings that live with us. Okay, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes and see if I can work out a way through here. But it's not looking hopeful. So it might be we just have to pick this up next week. Well, it won't be next week, I'm away next week, but next time. And we'll see how we go. But would you get one if Minnie and Micro wanted a dog? Absolutely not. That damage that I do when he's buffed is absolutely pitiful. Oh, look, his mate's come down now. Okay, that did not help. Give him a Tamagotchi. No, come back here. I need to hurt you. Right, your mate's dead. I was hoping for a backstab then. That would have been just amazing. I'm thinking, if I can wait for the buff to wear off, which it looks like it has done, then yeah, we can do a bit more damage here now. No, I didn't want to kick him. Stupid game. Oh, look, there's another friend that's come to buff him. What? That's not fair. Right, don't you dare kill me now. Not now that I've done so well. Is this not the most tense fight we've had so far in this entire run? Right. No, 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 no! So close. Can you abuse their pathing by the stairs and drop to the side? Do you mean like, I'm going to stop the stream in a moment, but I just need to kind of figure out what Jonesy's trying to tell me. Which stairs are you meaning? Like the big stairs that they come down, or... Oh, I think... do you mean that drop there where the shiny is? So, like, I drop down to this right-hand side there. So, like, back away to here, drop down there. Is that what you mean? Would they go down the sides or drop down? I don't know. Or Jonesy's got more ideas. We bonk them off the bridge. Yeah, I did wonder about that. And for some reason I was just then thinking the passive man enemies can hit me on the bridge, but actually they can't, can they? They can hit you on the ledge underneath, but not on the bridge itself. Maybe that's an option for next time. Well, it's been emotional. We beat the dancer. Progress has been made. That's about all there is to it at this point. But I appreciate you guys being here as always. Like I say, next week I'm going to be away, so I'll stream again in 2 weeks and we'll pick this up. And hopefully we'll get further. Yeah, thanks Tom. I will get further next time, and we get to see how the Dragon Slayer armor fight is going to go. And you know what's really quite depressing about this next section is that if I don't beat the Dragon Slayer armor first time, I'm going to have to do all of this again every single time. So yeah, we better hope that Dragon Slayer armor goes down easy. These encumbered runs make me feel hopeful that I too can waddle around fighting things despite my size. Of course you can, Emma. Of course you can. You just have to make sure you pick the right things to fight. And with that, I will say adieu. To you and you and you. Bye everyone.